Your New Orleans Saints, they ain't broke. They are not broke sons of guns. Ladies and gentlemen, at one point in time, the New Orleans Saints were over $80 million over the cap. But today, they made a splash free agency move by bringing in the former 2020 Defensive Rookie of the Year, the former number 2 overall pick, and the former Ohio State Buckeye in Chase Young, a 1-year, $13 million fully guaranteed contract. Welcome into Saints Now Live. We already put out a full reaction and breakdown of this move around the New Orleans Saints, so I encourage you after this live show to go check it out if you haven't seen it already. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. While we're waiting for everyone to kind of pile in, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon, like this video. We got 64 people hanging out, 18 likes. I want to get to 50 ASAP. And I also want everyone to show some love to Queen Courtney. Get the emojis in the chat, the crown emojis in the chat, baby, because Queen Courtney got this party started before we even went live. Shout out to you, Queen Courtney. For $5, we'll sing When the Saints Go Marching In. And instead, we're going to say, in the Saints, we're going to say When Chase Young Goes Marching In. Oh, when Chase Young go marching in. Oh, when Chase Young goes marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. Oh, when Chase Young goes marching in. I love to see it. Shout out to you, Queen Courtney. And let's bring in producer Chip. And let's get the comment section flowing. Chip, so good to be back with you, man. I guess I could look up and say hey to you right here, but you're also right here next to me, my friend. Guys, show some love to producer Chip. But do you like this signing? Just type L for like, type D for dislike. Jerry G likes the signing. Kyle, Keith, Blaze, all like the signing. Jerry G saying, Chip! What's going on? Sandra McAllen getting the Queen Courtney emojis in the chat. Nico likes it. May likes it. Queen Courtney likes it. Jerry loves it. May, our comment section MVP, peppering the comment section with L's. Kyle Robinson likes it. Clarence Jones likes it. Sandra likes it. Reed saying, what's up, Chip? Reed, what's going on to you, brother? Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Kyle, DDF, Fallen MVP, Will Owens, all like the signing. Paper saying, let's draft Brock Bowers round 1. Say that 10 times fast, Chip. Blaze saying, my team, the Bayou Hurricanes, won their first game of the season. Congratulations, Blaze, and congratulations to the Hurricanes. Reed, what's going on, my man? May, Edit Zone, Edward O, love to see it. Derek likes the move. Bray D likes the move. Chris likes the move. He loves the move, actually. Francis likes it. Frederick likes it. Edit Zone likes it. May, wait, weren't we going to draft Edge? Yes, I think the Saints were going to draft Edge. I'm going to give you some draft targets here in a little bit. But welcome to New Orleans, Chase Young. He is signing with the black and gold in free agency. It is expected and it is confirmed to be a 1-year deal worth up to $13 million, fully guaranteed. And the Saints, they had a major need at edge rusher, Cameron Jordan. He is starting to slow down a little bit. I still love the player. I think he's a talented guy. I think he definitely has some juice left in the tank. However, I do also believe that this was a necessary move, whether it was drafting an edge rusher or making a big-time splash in free agency. I think the Saints had to address the defensive line. And here is the updated depth chart. Don't shoot the messenger. I just looked at our lads, and they had this depth chart as well. So Chase Young taking over Cameron Jordan's starting defensive end spot. I do not believe the Saints are going to bench Carl Granderson to put Chase Young over him because Granderson led the team in sacks last year, so that's something I can see the Saints rolling with. Chase Young, Carl Granderson, Colin Saunders, Nathan Shepard, throwing in Cam Jordan in a rotational move, or rotational. They're going to use him rotationally, like use him in the rotation, throw him in whenever Chase Young needs a breather, throw him in if Carl Granderson needs to tie his shoe, whatever it is. I really like Cameron Jordan still. I think he's going to still have a big impact. However, like I said, Carl Granderson led the Saints in sacks, so I don't think that that's something that the Saints want to throw on the bench quite yet. But I want to know something. Who are you drafting at 14 overall? Producer Chip, the New Orleans Saints, they need some offensive line help. They could use some more wide receivers. There's an argument to be made about possibly a tight end. There's also some discussion about safeties and corners and linebackers. Who do you like the most in that 14th overall slot? Kind of in the middle, not like an ideal spot to pick, but still get a good player in that. Yeah,
I will say I don't think, signing Chase Young 1-year deal, I don't think it completely takes you out of the running for edge, but this is a team that you want to win, right?
Yeah.
You want to win. So you want to fill your needs. I think you gotta go tackle is probably where I'd go.
Absolutely.
Alt's probably gonna be gone, but there's a lot of good tackles, man. Olu Fashanu, Fuaga,
Talisi Fuaga,
Troy
Fontenot. He's a really good fit for the Saints offense. Washington Huskies player. I also like J.C. Latham, the Alabama offensive tackle. He could be an interesting idea.
Good. I mean, you could always go receiver as well.
Brian Thomas. A lot of people like Brian Thomas, but I saw some stuff and I saw some chatter online. Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors could be the first 2 wide receivers taken off the board. Hear me out. If Marvin Harrison Jr. somehow, I don't think he will, but if somehow, some way he falls to the Saints at 14, feels like you can't pass that up.
I mean, would you even consider if he's there, if he starts to fall 8, 9, 10, would you consider trading up, even if it's a little bit, to get someone like that?
I don't think I'd trade up. I love the player, but I think adding an offensive lineman and offensive tackle specifically is a lot more important than going and getting a wide receiver in round 1. Dallas Turner from Reed, also a really good option. I love that player. I think he would be really, really good with New Orleans. It's just with adding Chase Young, it feels like this gives the Saints the ability to add an edge rusher later in the draft.
Exactly. You don't have to then spend that first-round pick on an edge.
Exactly. You have a little bit more flexibility in case a player like a Marvin Harrison Jr. falls, or in case a player, Jaden Daniels won't, but if he does, maybe that's an option for the Saints to go. Tyler Guyton, another good offensive lineman option. Let's give some shout-outs. Chip, why don't you give some shout-outs to the people who they want to draft at 14?
Yes, sir. Darnell Brock Bowers. Look,
good
tight end, amazing tight end prospect. Look, if he starts to fall because teams aren't trying to draft, tight end that early, that's certainly an option. Tackle. Derek, can we get a first for Kamara? Definitely not.
No.
Not.
No. I think the best thing you could get for Kamara is like a third. His contract is really, really unappealing if you're trading for him.
Queen Courtney, wide receiver.
I like it.
I like that. D-Boy's going with Fontenot.
Nice.
Ken, first round OT, period.
I agree, Ken. I totally agree with you, Ken. Captain Ken, as we call him. Edit Zone says we got to trade for a better draft. See, the thing is, I'm almost like they're doing this kind of soft rebuild. It's not a hard rebuild. It is a soft reconstruction of the roster, kind of starting to eat some of that money and whatnot. So I'm personally okay with not trading up, but I like what Kyle Robinson. If Joe Alt falls, would you trade up? Yes, that is a player I would trade up for. If he gets to number 10, get him in the black and gold. I'm all for trading up for Joe Alt.
Yeah, you know what? And if teams are trading up for quarterbacks and he could start to fall, I mean,
that's the realistic thing. I could see the top 10 being first 3 picks as quarterback, and then you get a handful of receivers, maybe an edge rusher, maybe an offensive lineman if a team likes another player over Joe Alt. Man, I am trading up, and I'm going to get Alt because that is a great move. And Droman, a $20 super chat. He wants offensive line. Droman, because he's sending that super chat, we actually have a few offensive line draft targets that we've been discussing, and I want to put it up on screen for you because, Droman, you're a legend, and we're going to show the super chat menu here as well in a few minutes. But, Droman, here's some offensive line draft targets. We mentioned all these guys. Talisi Fuaga, he's a big-bodied guy, aggressive, really, really talented. Troy Fontenot, I think that he could be an excellent fit in New Orleans with the new offense under Klint Kubiak. J.C. Latham is a really intriguing prospect. However, there's a lot of discussion. Could he be like an Alex Leatherwood 2.0? The size is really impressive, giggity. That being said, I also think that he could be a good fit, but I'd rather go with a Troy Fontenot or an Olu Fashanu. I think Fashanu has a lot of upside. The dude is massive. This guy is huge. And Joe Alt, the number one offensive lineman on my personal big board. The dude is ready to start right now. He could make an impact today. He could protect Derek Carr's blindside, no questions asked. And I would love to see Joe Alt make it in the black and gold. However, I think any of these options would be a solid fit. But if you're excited about this signing, like the video, stand up, NOLA. Get your voices heard, get loud, and hit that thumbs up icon because I'm pumped up, and I hope you are too. And Queen Courtney with a $20 super chat. Let's go wide receiver or defensive back, so Jalen Simpson or Rome Odunze. I love the idea of Rome Odunze. I think Rome could be a really good fit. The big-bodied wide receiver, like, to be honest, it feels like he could be a perfect Michael Thomas replacement.
Ooh, I love that.
Big-bodied dude, can catch over the middle, can be lethal when he has the ball in his hands.
And I think he's more explosive than Michael Thomas was.
Absolutely.
At least towards the end.
Absolutely. Without a question, he is much more explosive than Michael Thomas is right now. Like, I'm not saying 2019 Michael Thomas. I'm saying Michael Thomas today. I would rather have Rome Odunze over MT. I also really like the idea of Jalen Simpson. He can play in the box. He can play in that slot corner role. He has a lot of really, really good attributes, and he has some really nice ball skills that I think are really useful and could be very beneficial in New Orleans. Saints have been itching for a slot cornerback since they let C.J. Gardner-Johnson go. Like he ever since they traded him away to the Eagles, they've been needing a slot cornerback. Alontae Taylor didn't really work out, so I like the idea of Jalen Simpson as well. I took him in my latest mock draft, Queen Courtney, so good luck to you. Hey, Queen Courtney, we're smart. We're some smart people. McKinney Texas products are smart. I'm going to tell you that right now. Offseason Super Chat menu, $5. We're going to go marching, $10. We got a raffle ticket for a really cool puzzle that my girlfriend and I did. It's actually super sick. We have a picture of it. We'll show you guys in a second. It's a bunch of dogs watching Saints football. It's pretty cool. My girlfriend Maddie and I, we did it. We did the puzzle over the course of like 2 days. So if you have a friend or a family member or a significant other that you want to do a fun little puzzle with, I encourage you to send in a $10 super chat. Because if you also send in a $10 super chat, we'll sign your name to the football. And here is that puzzle. It's pretty sick. How I like to describe it is every one of these dogs at any given point in any game of the New Orleans Saints, that's my reaction. You got some of them kind of covering their eyes. You got some of them doing a little this. You have some of them cheering. You have some of them scared. You got one that's praying. Like, feels like it's a pretty good.
What do we think happened just now in this photo?
Yeah, what happened in this photo? Did Derek Carr, I can tell you exactly what happened. Jameis Winston, he cocks back to throw. That's what it is right here. Jameis Winston.
He's getting ready to
running up to throw.
Man.
It's right here. He's like ready to throw it 85 yards downfield. He's right here. That's what the dogs are seeing. I'm telling you right now. Nico! What's up, man? Your football is en route. It is in the mail. I hope it comes to you very, very soon. As soon as it gets there, Nico, send me a picture. Chase team name is Young Money.
Young Money.
Young Money, baby. Dude, oh awesome, my God, that's awesome.
That's creative. I've actually never heard that before.
I haven't either, but that's electric.
That's
awesome. A great nickname. Hey, it's Young Money now. Young Moolah, baby. Because Chase Young inking in a 1-year, $13 million deal, totally and fully guaranteed. Young Money. So we owe a couple shot skis. Chip, you care to send us full screen and we can knock down a couple of these?
Fast. Let's do it.
Let's do this real quick. Do the player L3 or the free agency L3 or whatever. Let me get out the shot glasses in my big box of fun because that's what we do. We have a lot of fun. Here is... If you want to send in a $50 super chat, here's our Saints Now MVP football. Whoever sends in the most $50 super chats will be winning this football. Right now, Mikey Taylor. This is headed to West Virginia. For him, if you want to win it, $50, $10, it's a raffle ticket and your name signed on the football. Let me grab these shot glasses and a Sharpie because I am unprepared. And I'll tell you what. We're at $65. Once we get to 100, I'm cracking open my first beer, and Chip and I are going to throw down some beverages. It's going to be a good old time. $50 super chat gets you on the football and lets us turn it up a little bit. Lets us turn the heat up a little bit. All right. So we're rocking Fireball today. We're rocking with the good stuff because this was a fire signing for the Saints. So we're drinking some Fireball because we're going to get some Fireball from Chase Young. Yeah, I mean, I'm on a roll today, Chip. I'm on a roll. This might be a long stream. Just gonna say it. All right. So in case you guys don't know how the Shotski works, shout out to producer Chip. He's hanging out with us today. He's the reason we were able to go live this evening. So we have to put these down at the same time, otherwise it's gonna spill on us. Chip, everyone type shot in the chat because we got at least we have three. We have three we got to do. All right, Chip, you ready? 1, 2, 3. There's one. Fireball is just whew. That'll catch up to you quick. Yeah, Chip does have an Eagles hat on. He is an Eagles fan, but that's okay. He hung out with us for a bunch of our watch parties throughout the season. Chip is an honorary Saints fan. He is an honorary Saints fan because without him, we would not be live. So there you go. All right, number two. We're doing shots. Number 2. 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh, my God. 3 back-to-back-to-back might be a bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway. That's the only way to start off the live show. It's the only way to start off the live show. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. This is the kind of stuff you get. You get informative and entertaining analysis, and on top of that, we're going to throw back some drinks. We like to have a good time because we're just like you. We're football fans who want to see our team win, so let's do one more shot for the lads. $20 super chat. We'll do another one. 3, 2, 1. Oh, dear God. That one might have done it. That one did it. That one did it. All right, if we start talking in cursive, you know why. $20 super chat. We'll start talking to cursive even sooner. Chip has a deal real quick. Before Chip tells his deal, we're at 53 likes. Can we get that number to 69? 69 likes. They're nice. How much?
Very nice.
They're nice.
I see some people, saying take off the hat, take off the hat. We're at $70 now in super chats. If we can get to 100 in the next 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I'm taking it off. Forget
Chip
the Eagles
is
hat.
Ripping off the Eagles hat if we can get to $100 in the next 2 minutes. We're 31 away. Who's going to get us there? We do have a super chat from my guy, Jeremy Gates. We're going to show some love to those in the comment section here in 1 second. Turbo Duran, the other guy, is producer Chip, the extraordinaire. Hate being late, but caring for my 20-year-old daughter. She had hip surgery Oh, Jeremy. I love the show and I love the signing. Jeremy, so first of all, not going to say thank you because that's not first things first. First things first is best wishes to your daughter. My mom actually had hip replacement surgery about 9 months ago, close to a year at this point. It's not something to mess around with. That is something to take very seriously. Take care of your family and whatnot. So Jeremy, very, very admirable for you to take care of your daughter. And on top of that, we appreciate your support. You're only a few minutes late. We've kind of broke it down. I did put out a full reaction so you guys could see what the full contract details and stuff was. So Jeremy, if that's a little bit more your speed today, totally get it. We have about a 10-minute video on the channel right now for you. Oh! Drummond! $50 super chat. So Drummond, right now, you have been entered to win the Saints Now MVP football. Drummond, if you send in one more, you're tied with Mikey today. You are tied with Mikey. He sent in 100 total this month. So he is the winner right now. But this ball could be yours, Drummond. I'm going to put your name on the ball right now. I will also say, Mikey had a good idea. Adding some Saints legends. We added Taysom Hill, Drew Brees, and Cam Jordan to the football. So if you want your name next to them, send them the $10 super chat. Drummond, I can't write and talk at the same time because I am not the smartest person in the room. Drummond, there's your name, brother. Right there. Right there. We got you on the ball. You are in the running, my friend. Woo!
And you know what?
Rip that shit off, Chip. Rip that shit off. Ah! It's out of here. It's out of here. It's gone. You might want to grab it, though, because the door will.
It's out of here.
It's out of here.
Gone.
F that hat. That's what we're talking about. Ethan goes, oh my God, no, please put it back on. That is hilarious. That's so funny. Football is great, says Young is a freak. I totally agree. I love this move by the New Orleans Saints. I think it's a necessary move. Of course, I would have loved a Danielle Hunter more. I would have loved a Jonathan Grenard. I would have loved one of these other players, but this guy is talented. He can do it all. He is massive upside. I mean, massive upside. He was a number 2 overall pick just a few years ago and the defensive rookie of the year just a few years ago. So that is something that I am a big fan of. I love that the Saints are being aggressive despite still trying to be financially responsible. In my eyes, it's quality, not quantity. That's what's important. But let's take a look at Chase Young's career stats over the last few years. 2023, played with the 49ers and the Commanders after being traded at the NFL trade deadline. And on top of that, in 2022, he only had 3 games played. That's like the big thing around Chase Young is the availability. The best ability is availability. And this guy in 2022 and in 2021 had not played a lot of games, only 12 games over the course of 2 seasons. But in 2023, he played 16 games. And in 2020, that's when he was the defensive rookie of the year, 7.5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, and 4 pass breakups. I think that he still has a lot to prove. I think he has a lot that he wants to prove to not just himself, but to the league as well. And on top of that, the PFF numbers are pretty solid. The run defense grade isn't something that I'm going to go run home about, but I like this 66 total pressures. Pressures can turn into a lot of sacks. Like if you can turn pressures into sacks, that's a good thing. Like I genuinely think that that is a really good thing. Because when I look at these pressures, I go back to the season he played last year. He's having to split production with Deron Payne, with Jonathan Allen, with Nick Bosa, with Javon Hargrave, with Fred Warner, with a lot of really talented players. So, of course, the production might dip a little bit, but the 66 pressures is something that I'm really excited about. Now, I do want to encourage you all to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 27,000 subs ASAP for Malcolm Jenkins. So lock us in, subscribe today. If we can get 100 subs today, that is a big-time move for our channel. It's 100% free content. We bring you guys videos almost every single day. We go live multiple times a week. Anytime there's breaking news or anything worth discussing, we're going to go live and talk about it. So I encourage you to subscribe. And once you do that, go above and beyond. Turn on those notifications. Set them to all. That way you can know whenever we go live. This was not a planned live, for the record. We had no intentions of going live. And then as soon as I'm starting to film my video earlier, I messaged producer Chip and I'm like, hey, would love to go live for this. Any way you can stick around and hang out after work today for like an hour, hour and a half. He's decided he want to hang out. So I want you guys to not only sub for me, but sub for producer Chip because he's a freaking legend. But let me know, what's the bigger need, offensive or defensive line? I think offensive line.
Now that you filled this position, I think offensive line, 100%, man. Games are won in the trenches, man. And you've addressed D-line now. You got a good edge rotation. Go build up that O-line, man.
Absolutely.
All the best teams. I mean, just look at all the teams that have won championships the last few years, man. The Chiefs have had an amazing O-line year in, year out, man. Like, the Niners have had a really solid O-line. Not amazing.
It hasn't been amazing, but it's been good. Like, it's been good enough. Like,
been good enough.
They've been able to protect Brock Purdy. They've been able to give Christian McCaffrey running lanes. That's something that the Saints weren't able to do last year. Part of the reason, dare I say, I know Jamal Williams pissed a lot of people off because of the lack of production. I look at the offensive line. I point the finger to them. They were terrible. They didn't give any ability. They didn't give him a chance.
Look at the Lions. Look at the Lions this year, man. They've been building that O-line for a while now. Man, that team was just so good, such a surprise this year because of their O-line.
Yeah. We got Jeremy Gates, Ty Man, all saying offensive line. So is Sandra McAllen, Canadian Bacon. I'm going to start calling you Ham. Canadian Bacon says offensive line. Ty Man, offensive line. Jeremy Gates is specifying interior offensive line. I actually agree with you big time there, Jeremy. The tackles are important. but Cesar Ruiz was bad. James Hurst, not good. Like, that's just the reality of it. Ken Fox, let's sign some free agent cheerleaders. Ken, you always know how to make me laugh, my man. All right, I want to add this tweet to show some context around this move. Mikey! We'll get to you in just a second. I'm told that Chase Young's recruiting pitch started at dinner last night with Tyrann Mathieu, Dennis Allen, Joe Woods, and Todd Grantham. The synergy matters. Clearly, Young felt it with the Saints. Chase Young also saying he loved the family feel. He loved the atmosphere in New Orleans. He loved what they had to offer. And on top of that, I'm pulling up a couple more tweets because I want to read them verbatim for you. On top of that, he's definitely excited to team up with Cam Jordan. That's coming from Aaron Summers. This was in his press conference just a few minutes ago. When asked why the New Orleans Saints, Chase Young answered, "It's the culture. It's a winning culture. That's what I wanted to be around, and I'm excited to be a Saint." So, some good news there. He's excited to be with the new team. He's excited to lace them up and hopefully get a bunch of sacks. You know what I'm excited for, Chip? Is Mikey Taylor setting in at 50, locking down my ball. Also, Trace, if a top quarterback falls at 14, would you draft one? Listen, man, if Jaden Daniels or Drake May falls to number 14, you would be stupid not to draft him. Jake Hayner's not your QB1. Might as well run it out with Derek Carr. Like, this is the idea that I've been trying to advocate for a while now. Draft a quarterback. There's no harm. If a guy like Jaden Daniels, Drake May falls, draft him. Take him. If he is at your selection, pick him. They did meet with Jaden Daniels at the NFL Combine, which is good news there. And on top of that, I think that you can bench these guys for a year. Let them sit behind Derek Carr. Give them the time to develop. That's what the Packers did with Jordan Love. Look how good he was. Like, if the Saints don't start a rookie quarterback right away, that's okay. Like, to be honest, if any NFL team takes a first-round quarterback and doesn't start him, that's okay. Like, give them time to develop. We live in such a microwave society, Chip, that so many people are like, I want results now. I want them yesterday. Reality of the world is a rookie, outside of the, absolute exceptions, isn't going to win you and take you, or a ton of games and take you to the Super Bowl. Like, that's just not going to happen.
I think we've gotten spoiled a little bit these last few years,
Absolutely.
man. Like, you see someone like C.J. Stroud come in and do what he's done. Young guys coming in, Joe Burrow, like, it's outlier. It's not the usual case.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I'm going to go back to Trevor Lawrence. First overall pick. Bona fide, like, this is the guy. It's been good.
Struggled that first year, man.
Struggled. Last year, I hate to say it, kind of shit the bed towards the end of the season. Like,
takes a while, man.
Yeah, you're not going to get 100% production right off the bat. So I'm okay with putting a quarterback behind the starter. Like, I'm okay with drafting quarterback behind Derek Carr, but I will say this. I'm not trading up for Jaden Daniels. I'm not trading up for a quarterback, but I will also say this. If one of these guys falls, take them. Like, just take them. Don't even think about it. Send in the draft card. Don't even think about it. Don't overcomplicate this. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here.
Hey, dude, even Mahomes sat for a year, man. Even Mahomes sat for a year.
Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback, arguably, of all time. It's early to say that. He sat for a year. Look what happens. You sit a year. You don't risk injury. You don't risk messing up their mental state, and you can go and win games.
You're telling me Bryce Young couldn't have used a year this year to just sit back and learn and not go out there? And, man, you can really ruin their confidence. Someone like him, he probably has a lot of confidence coming from where he came from, big-time programs. But, dude, you can really mess up. You said it, the mental of these young guys, dude, if you put them out there too fast.
Yeah, well, and I like what Reed put out. Urban Meyer hurt Trevor Lawrence so bad. That's without a doubt. Urban Meyer did not do any favors for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, definitely not.
But when he got with Dougie P, was better. Still,
getting there.
Still, let me put it this way. The production this year doesn't make me look back and think, oh my God, a few years ago, this is what we're going to get. I have to draft him number 1 overall. Not saying that Trevor Lawrence is bad. I want that to be clear. But it's okay to sit a quarterback for a year. That's the point I want to make. It's okay to sit a QB and let them develop, because there's no reason to rush that kind of thing, especially when they're a franchise guy. If you believe that they're your franchise guy, give them the chance to develop and turn into that guy.
Yes,
let's go to another comment driver. I just want to get you guys' gauge. What's your one-word reaction to signing Chase Young? What's your one-word reaction? Mine? Solid. I think it's a solid signing. Chip, what's your one-word reaction?
One-word reaction to the Saints signing Chase Young. I'm gonna say upside, and here's why.
I like that. 1-year
deal, prove it deal. Former top, what was he?
He was the number 2 overall
Number
selection.
2 overall pick.
The number 1 defensive lineman taken.
We saw it his rookie year. He's got a lot in there. We saw it in the Super Bowl, him making plays.
Yep.
I'm going to say upside because he can be better than even what we've seen. And if he's good this year, you can keep him long term. If he's not, you can let him go. But, man, you have him in the building now. He clearly loves being here. A lot of upside to the signing. I don't think there's a lot of risk. Like you had the money anyways. You're going to spend it somehow.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I see Kendall Taylor saying you're not going to sign Brock Bowers. Correct. They will not sign Brock Bowers because he is a draft target. So maybe they draft him, but who knows? We'll see what's going on.
I also like saying we got too many tight ends. Man, he's much more than just a tight end, man. You can put him out there in the slot. Shoot, put him out wide. He is a weapon. He is a weapon. I mean, look what the Bills did with Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. You think that they're not regretting that move at all. And I'm sure there are fans saying, we don't need another tight end. We have Knox, who's really good.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Getting 2 guys that could be mismatch problems, he's an ultimate mismatch problem, man.
You
can never have too many weapons.
No,
and he is a weapon.
Well, and here's my thing. I'm a greedy son of a gun. When it comes to pass catchers, give me all of them.
Yeah,
give me every single one of them. Like, I understand that there's a lot of guys out there that are really talented wide receivers. I understand that there's some expensive dudes. Here's my thing. In my mock draft, I had 3 wide receivers taken because I want all of them. I want all of the guys. I'm old enough to remember when Marquez Callaway and Deontay Hardy were the wide receiver 1 and 2 for the Saints. They're great 3 and 4 options, not 1 and 2.
Gotta have weapons.
Not 1 and 2. Gotta have weapons. Is Chase Young a big improvement for the defensive line? Melissa, I do think that Chase Young is going to be a big improvement. I think that he brings a lot of energy. He brings some youth. Yes, it's a $13 million contract fully guaranteed. But this is a similar contract as to what Marcus Davenport got last year when he signed with the Vikings. Injured guy, lack of production, lack of availability. Sometimes that might make a team wary. In terms of the grand scheme of things, like, it's not a great contract. I want to make that clear. But I don't hate it. Because I also will say this. Let's play the hypothetical game. What if Chase Young balls the F out? What if he goes crazy this year? And then on top of that, we can get him to get an extension and pay him a little bit less. Have him around for a little bit longer. That's something that is a route I could see the Saints going. But we do want to get you guys on the show. We want to get your questions, your hot takes, your draft targets, your free agency ideas, all of that. So use hashtag Saints, send in a super chat. We're going to get into a mailbag here in just a few minutes. Once we get enough questions, we're going to do a 10 to 12 minute mailbag taking your hot takes, answering your questions, reacting to what you guys have to say. And it's going to be published out tomorrow morning for thousands and thousands of Saints fans to see all across the internet. So, booyah, there you go. Ken Fox trying to play Bachelor. Ken, keep your paws off my Queen Courtney. Keep your paws off my girl. She's my day one. That's my Queen Courtney, all right?
Watch out. Watch out.
Just messing with you,
It's
Ken.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Ken's gonna steal your girl. Oh, Ken Fox will steal your girl. Oh, hey girl. Oh.
That's funny.
So good. We like to have fun here, man. Use hashtag Saints to get on the show.
Speaking of having fun, man, I want to make a deal with the people.
Another deal. He's a man of deals.
We're $30 away. $30 away from 200 today. I got a fresh, crisp, cold, happy dad just begging for me to drink it.
What you got, wild cherry?
Wild cherry. Just begging for me to drink it, man. If we can get to 200 in the next 2 minutes, I'm beer bonging.
$30 in 2 minutes. I'm going to set a timer right now. And while we're doing that, this is a good chance for you to get your questions and hot takes in using hashtag Saints or sending in a super chat. There is our 2-minute timer. We are off and running. $30. And Chip is going to put down a happy dad. He's going to have his first one of the day.
Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Also, kind of interesting thing, Cedric Wilson has dropped a total of 6 passes in his career. I didn't know that.
Wow, that is impressive.
I didn't know that. That's actually pretty
6
wild.
in his whole career?
That's pretty insane.
That's impressive, man.
That's pretty crazy. I also will say this. Jatavion Sanders, he's a tight end out of Texas, met with the Saints at the Combine. It was a formal meeting. And on top of that, he didn't drop a single pass last year. He didn't drop a pass. He got everything that was catchable. So I wouldn't hate bringing him in. Like, he's a big dude. Big dude. He can do a little bit of pass blocking. He can definitely do some catching. I wouldn't hate bringing Jatavion Sanders in. Like, I think Brock Bowers is a round 1 pick. So, like, if you go offensive line round 1, maybe a Jatavion Sanders round 2, man, might be cooking with fire. Might be cooking with fire. Justin Cook, do the Saints still have cap room to pursue Justin Simmons after the acquisition of Chase Young? Use hashtag Saints so we can answer that question, my friend. I am going to pull up the Saints cap space. Per over the cap, they haven't adjusted for Chase Young's contract, but they had $18.6 million before the deal, so they're going to have $5 million to spend right now. Of course, you can still restructure contracts. You can still move money around. There's still money to be made and be stretched elsewhere. Really quick, we're 20 seconds away. We need $20 because Nico, we need 15. Nico, $10. Nico, you get to go on the ball, and you get entered for our raffle. Let me go ahead and add you, my friend.
15 away. Can we get there?
We're going to add 60 seconds on there just because that way, we had to write some names down.
Give
Nico,
people a chance.
There you are, my friend. There you are. Jeremy Gates, stop drinking crap. Drink Shiner. Here's the thing. I love Shiner. The office, though, is not a Shiner office. So if I want to go and drink Shiner on these, it's got to come out of my pocket. And if you want it to come out of my pocket, that's no problem. But we got to get to $200 in super chats. That's the thing. That's the thing. That would be pretty sick. Not saying we have to, but I would love to start drinking Shiner on the day. Jeremy, I'm assuming you've had Shiner Bock. If you haven't, try the Shiner Light. It's pretty good light beer. Very flavorful. You know how Shiner does it. They get down and they make a good beer every single time. All right, 20 seconds to get $15. Can we do it?
Come on, make me take this down.
Come on. 20 seconds starting now. Come on. Can we get there? Can we do it? Who believes? Who believes in the stream? We're halfway there. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, at the buzzer! Queen Courtney, $20 super chat! Shout out to you, Queen Courtney. Courtney, if there's somebody you would like for us to put on the ball, let us know in the comments section. Just type it in there. We don't have to send any other super chat or anything, but let us know. If there's a name you want us to add to the football, we'll add him or her, and on top of that, we'll add your name another time. Because Queen Courtney, you are a legend. The Queen herself. I'm going to just put the Queen. I'm going to put the Queen in all caps. The Queen. Boom. That's all you. You can use it. I also have keys if you want a shotgun. Totally up to you. Do you have a shot? Oh, do you have a mammoth or do you have a kraken? Okay. He's going to go and grab a kraken. Go grab a shotgun tool, see if we can get Chip to take down a shotgun. But Queen Courtney, there you go. So we got the Queen right here, and then right next to it is your name. Queen Courtney right there. We got you on the ball twice. If you want to get somebody else on, let me know. The Queen Courtney holding it down as always. Shout out to you, girl. We always appreciate you. Definitely very blessed to have viewers like all of you who are hanging out with us. It definitely goes a long way in supporting our movement here at Chat Sports. Not only does it impress the bosses, but it makes me go home, feel very proud of myself. And on top of that, my mom loves to see the support too. So shout out to all the moms out there. The dads are great, but I'm a mama's boy. I am through and through a mama's boy. So I love to see it. All right, I'm going to read this tweet from Ross Jackson. How I look at Chase Young's contract. This is interesting stuff right here. Marcus Davenport got $13 million, $10 million guaranteed off a half-sack season in 2023. Chase Young is getting the same, but $3 million more guaranteed in 2024. Sacks aren't everything, but Davenport didn't have a ton going on for him elsewhere. And I think that's some really good context from Ross Jackson. Here's the post. Shout out to Ross. He is a friend of the program and a really, really good dude to follow on social media. Subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. He is all over Saints stuff in the locker rooms. He's all over the finances of stuff. So give Ross Jackson a follow. He is a stud and one of the best Saints content creators out there. Like, there's no questions asked. I like to think I'm up there, but Ross definitely is. So, Queen Courtney, shout out to you. We're going to bring producer Chip back on. How are we looking in terms of questions? We could use a few more, no?
Yeah, let's get a few more questions in there, man.
Okay.
Question about Chase Young, whatever you got.
Draft targets, thoughts on Chase Young. Do you want us to go sign somebody in free agency? Like, use hashtag Saints or send in a super chat with a question or hot take, and we'll show you some love, and we'll break it all down for you because we want to talk ball. We want to talk some ball, man. We just want to talk ball. It's fun to talk ball with the Saints fans. All right, producer Chip taking down that Freedom Funnel because we crossed over $200. Shout out to all of you who have made today's show electric so far. We've only been live 42 minutes, but hey, feels like we've only been live for like 4 or 2 because we've been having such a good time.
I feel like we just started the show, man.
Yeah, it feels like we're just now starting to get the comment section going again, you know? All right, John Borelli, I appreciate you. Nico says dads are the best. For all you happy dads out there, dad. There we go. Show some love to the dads. Show some love to the moms. Dads are the best, but moms, they never rest. There you go.
Was that on the spot?
That was on the spot.
That
was right on the spot. I'm in the dad corner from Jeremy. Jeremy and Nico, dads of the year if I've ever seen him. John Borelli, he is my dad, so he is also dad of the year.
Getting a good question in there, too. That's how you do it, John.
Yep, there we go, John. Love to see it. Queen Courtney saying, us moms. Shout out to the moms. Shout out to the dads. Shout out to all the who dat parents out there. All right, everyone, really fast. Type Chip. Rapid fire type Chip in the chat.
Come on, baby.
The faster you type it, the faster he chugs.
That's for real. The support I get, man, I'm going to want to take it down. Chip. Let me see something going, man.
Is typing Chip. DDF is typing Chip. Drew is typing Chip.
Let's do it.
DDF, Cairo, Jeremy, Tyson, DDF. Chug. I love to see it.
Let's do it, baby.
John Borelli, Mikey Taylor, Tyson, Cairo, Nico, Jeremy, Queen Courtney, Mikey, Tyson. He's putting it down. Cairo, Tyson, all typing Chip. Jeremy's typing Chip. Tyson's typing Chip. Chip. Boom!
Woo!
Boom!
Man.
This is not the right live title.
Oh, that's cold.
This is not I put the wrong live title in here. That would explain why this is going slow.
Oh.
Way to go, Trizzy.
Woo!
There we go. I put the wrong title in there.
Oh.
It was from the live from...
Oh, I see that now.
Yeah. That's on me. Oh, well. It's okay. Chip. Love to see it. Tyson, Droman, Blaze, Sandra, all showing him some love. That's what we like to see. Really fast, one more opportunity to get on the show. Use hashtag Saints, better yet, super chat, so that way we can put you on the program. We want to get you guys involved. We want to see what you have to say. So if you have any thoughts about the Chase Young signing, if you have a reaction you want Saints fans across the world to see, use hashtag Saints. If you send in a super chat, we'll show you a little bit extra love. We'll spend some more time on the question. And if we have some graphics, we'll run through those as well. But I want you guys to get up on the show. I want you guys to get involved. This is not Trizzy Sports. This is Chat Sports. We're trying to get everyone involved. We're trying to make everyone a part of the squad, part of the family. So this is your opportunity to get on the show, show off your football intellect to football fans across the world. Nico Canada adding a red-hot question. I love that, Nico. I love it. It's a really good idea. All right. Let me just make sure we're not missing any news or updates. Okay. Chase Young tweeting out the Florida Lee emojis. Gotta love it. He's excited. Tyrann Matthews excited. Willie Gay's excited. It's a good day. Nico is sending in a question. Jerry G is still here. Jerry, if you have a question, use hashtag Saints or Super Chat to get on the program. And we are 15 likes away from 100. Can we get to 100 likes ASAP? I want to get to 100 likes as soon as we can. Come on. Queen Courtney, we'll make sure we get your question on the show. We're 15 likes away. Can we get 100 likes? Can we get to 100? In the next 60 seconds, I want to see how many likes we can get. If we're at 100, we'll go ahead and start the mailbag. If not, might have to end the show early.
We're up to 90.
We're 10 away. 10 likes in 60 seconds. Can we get there? Can we do it? I don't want to cut the stream short. I want to talk with you guys. But the bosses are in my ears saying, Trace, get your metrics up, bro. Get your money's up, but your funny is still up. Great question from Queen Courtney. 5 likes. 5 likes in 30 seconds. Can we do it? Come on. Help me out. We need to get 5 more likes. We're so close. We're so close. Droman, we're getting to your super chat here in a second. Come on. 4 more. 20 seconds. We need 4 more. 4 more likes. We're almost 10 seconds away. I don't know if we're going to get there. 1 more. We need 1. 1 like. 1 more like in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. And we are at 100 likes. Shout out to you guys. Droman, Justin Simmons, and a mid-tier guard would be fire. All right. Since Chip is holding it down right behind the camera, I'm going to take a shot, and then I'll pass it to Chip. We're out the bottle here on Saints Now. That's how we do these things. That's how we do these things.
Getting wild, baby.
We get wet and wild, baby. Shout out producer Chip. Shout out Droman. Shout out Mikey. Shout out Nico. Shout out Queen Courtney. Shout out everyone for hanging out with us. John Borelli, I see you in the chat, my friend.
Man.
If you want to make a deal, you know what we like to do here. If you want to make a deal, let me know, my friend. Let me know.
This just warms up the inside.
It really gets you feeling all fuzzy on the inside, and it's kind of dangerous. It's kind of dangerous feeling when a fuzzy guy on the outside is feeling fuzzy on the inside as well. Reed Barkis, the legend. It's hard to say no to you guys, LOL. Reed, hope to see you out in Dallas here pretty soon. I wish you best of luck with all of the application process. We greatly appreciate you for hanging out and supporting the show as always. Reed, thank you, man. He's one of Chip's lifelong best friends. He is a massive Chat Sports supporter. We would love if you guys showed him some love as well. Reed could be an interesting addition to the squad, if you ask me. Might be an interesting addition. Who knows? Shout out to you, Reed. $2 super chat. Thank you for showing us some love. All right. We got enough questions? Yeah, I'll drag it out. All righty. We're going to get into the mailbag. And then after that, we're going to do a little shot clock, a little happy hour. And we'll hop on out of here a little bit after that. So that way Chip and I can go home and have some dinner. Unless, of course, you guys want to keep the party going. And then we have no choice but to just get wild. Lanky! Sorry, I'm a little hot. If you guys can hear the fan, it's because there's a fan on. Lanky is a first-time super chatter. What's going on, brother? Thank you for sending in your first super chat of all time. And also, thank you for your continued support of the show and of the program. We Cannot say how much we love Lanky Boy enough. Here, I'm going to do one of these classic, like put the fan in the shirt. Yeah, classic
That's a
move.
good look.
Classic
That's a good look.
move. Classic move. Lanky, what's up, man? Saints stock is up. I'm going to tell you that right now. The New Orleans Saints defensive stock is through the roof. Willie Gay, love that signing. Great value. Chase Young, really like this signing. A little expensive, but I think that it could be worth it in the end of the day and in the long run. All right, we're going to get into the mailbag. Shout out to Lanky for sending a $2 super chat. We are at $228. It would be a shame if we got to $300. Sure would be a shame if we got to $300 with super chats. If you know the meme, you know the meme. All right, let's get into, he's interviewing in Idaho. Nice, Reed. Well, best of luck in the potato state. Is that the Spud state? Idaho, the home of the potatoes. Didn't they have like a Idaho potato famine or something like that, like in the 90s, or not the 90s?
You might be hitting some buttons right now. Some people from Idaho might be a little bit.
Here's the thing, I'm a big potato guy. I love mashed potato. I love my potatoes mashed, fried. I love them in a southern style. I love them in funeral style. I love all potatoes. Potatoes are great. Potatoes rule. So shout out to Idaho. Kyra wants to know where you at in Idaho, Reed. All right. Let's get into the mailbag. Got to toss this in. Not a sponsor, but should be. Is there a trash can? Oh, hell yeah. All right, we're good. Not a sponsor, but should be. Let's dive into it. We are at 26,529 subs. Can we pick up 10 subs during this mailbag? That would be electric. We just picked up one. Let's get 9 more in the next 10 minutes. Producer Chip, whenever you're ready, let me take a sip. We can get this thing going on. The New Orleans Saints have signed Chase Young to add some depth to the edge rusher position along the defensive line. I'm a big fan of this signing. I think that this could be a sneaky good move for New Orleans. Chase Young's production has been dipping, and there is concerns in terms of the injuries. However, I think that this guy has a lot of upside. He was the number 2 overall selection not too long ago. And on top of that, he was the defensive rookie of the year at less than 26 years old. I think he's 24. I like this move. $13 million fully guaranteed, of course. Might be a little bit, it might be a little high, but I think that it might be an interesting move for the Saints. If you look back at Marcus Davenport's contract with the Vikings last year, coming off half a sack, got a pretty similar deal. Chase Young getting $3 million more guaranteed. But we are in a mailbag. This was filmed as a part of our live show, so I encourage you to subscribe if you haven't tuned into any of our coverage before. We do mailbags where we take the comments and the hot takes and the questions from our subscribers. And let's kick it off with the queen herself, Queen Courtney. Are you worried about Chase Young's production? I am. Like that, I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't. I think that Chase Young does have some upside. And when you look back at the last 4 years of his production, I can understand why you might be concerned. However, in 2022, 2021, the lack of production was due to a lack of availability. Of course, there's not character concerns, there's effort concerns, there's all sorts of stuff there. But in 16 games played, he had 7.5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, and 2 pass breakups. I like the player in Chase Young. And the PFF numbers are pretty solid as well. If you ask me what my biggest concern with Chase Young is, it's not the production, it's the availability. But going back to his production, that 66 total pressures right there, that's a number I want you to focus on because a lot of those pressures could turn into sacks. I think that if you can turn some of those into sacks, we get a lot better of a player, and you get a steal at 1 year, $13 million guaranteed. I really like this move, and I want you guys to sound off in the comment section. What's your one-word reaction to the Saints signing Chase Young? For me, mine is solid. For producer Chip, it's upside. But I want you guys to let me know. We want to hear from you, Who Dat Nation. What's your one-word reaction to the Saints signing the Ohio State edge rusher? I think it's a really solid move. All right, let's kick it over to Jeremy Gates. If Xavier Legette is gone in round 2, who is your ideal pick? So this question would be easier to answer if I knew what the first round selection was. To me, the Saints are going offensive line first round. I would expect a Troy Fontenot, J.C. Latham, Olu Fashanu, Talisi Fuaga. We have offensive line draft targets that I'd like to show you guys. Any of these 5 options would be a good move. Joe Alt, I think, is the first offensive lineman off the board. But if he falls to like 10, 11, I'm not against trading up to go get him. He is a surefire starter who will make a long-term impact right away. Talisi Fuaga, Troy Fontenot, J.C. Latham, Olu Fashanu. I mentioned them a few minutes ago. I also like those options as well. If I had to pick on this list outside of Joe Alt, my number 1 would be Troy Fontenot because of the fit in New Orleans and the new offense under Klint Kubiak. Boom! We got Mikey Taylor checking in with the $50 super chat. He's locking down his football. What he means is our Saints Now MVP football. We are giving this away on our live show. Whoever sends in the most $50 super chats throughout the entire month of March is going to win our exclusive Saints Now football. You cannot get this anywhere else. Mikey Taylor is the leader for it. If a top 3 quarterback falls to 14, would you draft one? Yes. I would draft a Jaden Daniels or a Drake May if they fall to 14 overall. I know that the Saints are tied to Derek Carr for at least this year and next year. But in my eyes, I see no problem with putting a quarterback, a rookie quarterback nonetheless, on the bench for a year and letting him develop and figure things out. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Worked out for him just fine. Jordan Love. Looks like the real deal. I wouldn't hate that route. If Drake May or Jaden Daniels does fall to New Orleans, you're stupid for not making that selection. But I'm not trading up for one of those guys. I think offensive line is the biggest need. But if Jaden Daniels is there, freaking make the pick. But let me know, Saints fans, who are you drafting at number 14 overall? Is it an Olu Fashanu? Is it a J.C. Latham? Is it a guy like Brian Thomas or Malik Neighbors or a wide receiver? I want you guys to take advantage of this opportunity to share your thoughts and let me know. Also, a name that's been tied to Saints fans, Brock Bowers. I've seen a lot of people mentioning him in mock drafts and on social media. Guys, we're going to get a little bit further on into this mailbag, but before we do, got to give a big-time shout-out to Fanatics for sponsoring today's video. If you go to chatsports.com/Saints jerseys, you can get geared up with any jersey, any size, any color, men's, women's, kids, doesn't matter. Chatsports.com/Saints jerseys has them. You can get geared up with a Derek Carr jersey. You can go get a Brian Brzee jersey. He was third. He ranked 3rd in sack production for the Saints with 4.5. Might be a good jersey to get. The Need for Speed Shaheed. Go get you a 22 jersey in whatever color you want. And Chris Olave. He's changed his number to number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and use our link to get a number 2 Chris Olave jersey as soon as those drop. And when they do, we'll have you notified. You can also go get Tyrann Mathieu, Cam Jordan, Taysom Hill, whatever the hell you want. Drew Brees. You didn't get a Drew Brees jersey. Go get one. Use our link. It's in the comment section and description of this video. Shout out to Fanatics for sponsoring the video. Go get geared up and swagged out today. Nico Canada, one of our real ones, and our February MVP, the winner of our Saints Now football for our February giveaway. All we need now is Justin Simmons. Nico. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with fire, baby. Now we're freaking cooking. I would love Justin Simmons. I almost said J.C. Latham. I would love Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons would add a huge dynamic element to the safety depth chart. I love Jordan Howden. I really, really like the player. I also really, really like Tyrann Mathieu. Obvious reasons. But if you can have Tyrann Mathieu and Justin Simmons starting, you throw in Jordan Howden in a rotational role, man, I'm all for that. I am all for that. I also know that Tyrann Mathieu thinks very highly of Justin Simmons, one of his favorite players. When Simmons was released, Mathieu took to Twitter and said, "It's one of my favorite players in the league. He's going to land on his feet." I would love if Tyrann Mathieu could recruit Simmons to the Saints. And on top of that, I would love to see him in the black and gold. Nothing against Jordan Howden. I think he's a really good player, but, it's Justin frickin' Simmons. Queen Courtney, the legend. Would you rather go wide receiver or defensive back in round 1? Jalen Simpson or Roma Dunze are my options. So Jalen Simpson, I think, could be a really good fit for the Saints. He could play in the box, he can play deep safety, he can play in the slot, and that's something that the Saints have been missing ever since they traded away C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But in terms of Rome Odunze, I'm all in on Rome, dude. If for whatever reason you can land Rome Odunze, I would make that pick. Like, I know that I was just talking about go offensive line, but man, it would be hard to not pass on Rome Odunze because he's a big-bodied guy. He can be lethal over the middle. He can be lethal on the sidelines. To remind you of somebody who was recently cut by the Saints and wore number 13, a lot of people said you couldn't guard him. Dare I say he reminds me of a Mike Thomas, a big-bodied guy, much more explosive at this point in his career versus Mike Thomas in his point in his career. I think that both of those would be really solid options, either in the first or second round. Mikey Taylor, Luke McCaffrey, the wide receiver from Rice, is going to be slept on. So I did take Luke McCaffrey in my latest mock draft. Mikey Taylor, thank you for interacting with me on social media after posting my mock draft. Yeah, dude, this kid's going to be good. Like, he's the brother of Christian McCaffrey. That might be why you recognize that last name. Hot take, if one guy in a bloodline is really good in the NFL, maybe take the other. Might work. I go back to Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. Both won Super Bowls. I go to Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa. Both really good players. J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt. Really good players. There's a lot of examples out there, and I think that Luke McCaffrey would be a really good late-round pick. A wide receiver, former quarterback, and moved over to wide receiver. Could be an excellent selection. All right, let's talk about Jeremy Gates' question. Imagine a two tight end set with Brock Bowers and Taysom Hill. It would be sick. Now, I'm going to throw you something different. Imagine a two tight end set. Juwan Johnson, Brock Bowers. You have Taysom Hill lined up next to Derek Carr as the quarterback. Derek Carr lines up his QB. You can do a little handoff with Taysom Hill. You can do a little pitch and have him hit somebody on the seam. You could send Taysom Hill in motion and make him run a route. Get Taysom Hill on the roster or on the field, literally anything could happen. So I'm going to challenge you on that. Imagine a two tight end set, but with Taysom Hill in the backfield, you have Juwan Johnson and Brock Bowers. Like, that would be really interesting to me. I think that would be a really fun offensive set, and I could imagine, and I would love to see Klint Kubiak get extremely creative with those guys. Reed Bartkiss, what's going on, brother? Is someone like Jordan Travis in the later rounds of the draft a good idea since Carr has some time left? Now, let me put it this way. It's nothing against the player in Jordan Travis. I'm just tired of drafting players who are injured or coming off of injuries and who aren't like Garrett. They're not surefire picks. Like, I hate to say it, I'm going to pass on Jordan Travis. If he's there as a UDFA, sure, why not? I don't know if I'm going to use a draft pick on him. I think that the Saints are okay with the current quarterback situation with Derek Carr starting, Jake Haener being the backup. I don't know. I'm not as high on Jordan Travis as some other people are. That's just a personal thing. It's nothing against him as an individual. It's just I don't like how long he was in college. I don't like the injuries. I don't like it's just, Jordan Travis is kind of a tough one for me. I'm not out on him, the UDFA, but I'm personally not drafting him. But let me know from you guys, Saints fans. Be honest. Did you like this Saints signing Chase Young? Just give me an L for like, give me a D for dislike in the comments section. And as always, Saints fans, we greatly appreciate you for tuning into today's video. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, y'all stay golden. Again, this was filmed as a part of our live show, so if you want to join us in the future, turn on those notifications and subscribe. But once again, y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time. All right. What's up, Lanky? What's going on, brother? Peyton saying they like the move. Little V-Man likes the move. Queen Courtney likes it. Reed likes it. Cairo likes it. Shout out to all of you for showing some love and supporting the channel. We're at $228 in Super Chats. We're also at 26,530 subs. Really fast. I want everyone, can we go to the sub ticker? Perfect. I want everyone in the comment section, if you are subscribed, type me for a shout out. Because whoever types it the most is getting their name for free on the football. I want to see who can type me the most. And if you can't type me, that's because you need to subscribe. It's sub-only chat. So if you want to get interactive in the chat, you got to hit that sub button. It's 100% free, easy way to support the show. And on top of that, we give you guys daily news and rumors every day. Droman, Oscar, Pop here, Colorado, Ferguson, Droman, Peyton, Nate and Mike, Mig, Papier. I'm just going to call you Pop here. Droman, Nate and Mike, Mikey Taylor, Ty Man, Nico, Colorado, Ferguson, Lanky Boy, Mikey, Ty Man, Pig Pear, Nico, XVI, Davey, Oscar, Ty Man, Oscar, Mikey, Droman, Reed saying Chip can't hoop. I love it. Colorado, Droman, Oscar. Keep subbing. Keep subbing. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Faster, 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 faster. Faster, faster, faster. Tyman, Jeremy, Lanky, Colorado, Davey, Papier, Tyman, Oscar, Lil V-Man, QG, Blaze, Droman, Colorado, Oscar, Nico, Droman, Nico, Tyman, X Davey, Papier, Oscar, Tyman, Oscar, Colorado, Nico, Oscar, Blaze, Droman, Nico, Blaze, Oscar, Tyman, Oscar, Blaze, Oscar, Colorado, Cairo, Oscar, Lil V-Man. Love to see it. Keep on subbing. Keep on going. We're trying to get to 26,500 or 26,600 ASAP. Keep going. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Reed, by the way, says you can't hoop. He's capping. How did Reed stack up to the Chat Sports crew and hoops, or did he play? Was that after he left? When you went and played? He wasn't here. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. This is a live counter, so if you do subscribe, you'll see the number go up. So I encourage you to tickle that sub button. Let's see that number at least raise once or twice. Like once or twice, that'd be fun. Oscar, Nico, Davey, Jeremy, Papier, Nico, Lil V-Man, Droman, Papier, Lord Buddy Bear, Nico, Blaze, Droman, Cairo, all showing love. How many subs till you don't need anymore? Just curious. Well, we're shooting for 26,600. That might be tough to get, Buddy Bear, but we're also trying to get to $300 in super chats. We are $80 away.
I get another beer bong calling my name if we get there.
I'll tell you what, if we get a $100 beer bong, Chip and Trizzy, beer bong race.
Uh-oh, I'm smoking.
Chip and Trizzy, beer bong race. All right, I'm going to call it on the comment MVP section right now. Oscar, you've been holding it down all afternoon and all evening for us, so I'm going to throw you on the ball.
Shout out to Oscar, baby. Shout out to Oscar. Look at all these real ones in the chat, man. Time in the Buckeye, Nico, Canada.
Oscar,
Droman.
you are on the ball, my friend.
Let's go.
We also, I'm just going to go through the name or the list of names we have on here. It's a lot, so bear with me. Ethan, Blaze Smith, Queen Courtney, YK Matt 27, Ethan Lowe, Mikey Taylor, Jeremy Gates, Ethan Lowe a second time, Mikey Taylor a second time, Ethan Lowe a third time, Queen Courtney a second time, Mr. Filmer, John Borelli. We put JB the Legend on there for you. Cam Jordan. We also did put John Borelli's name. We also put Drew Brees. We also put Taysom Hill. We also got Droman 821, Nico Canna, the Queen, Queen Courtney, and Oscar Camacho on the football right now. Nico Canada, you are a legend. He won our February MVP football. I hope it gets the mail to him soon so that way he can do whatever he wants with the football. Guys, can we get one sub? I just want to show you guys. This ticker's sick. Can we get one so we can see this number?
When it starts going up, it gets super electric.
Dude, once it starts rolling fast, like when you get 10, 12 subs at a time, I mean, it just gets off the rails.
It is sick.
Off the rails. $100 super chat. Chip and I are going to do a beer bong race. We got all of our content for the day, so now it's just kind of hanging out, having a good time. I will say this. If we don't get super chats, if we don't get, subs and likes and stuff, we do got to hop on out of here. That is a reason to hop on out of here because we're losing subs now. But, boom. Buddy Bear! What's going on, brother? He sent in a $10 super chat, so Lord Buddy Bear goes on the football. I'm going to write his name down, then read his super chat. Lord Buddy there. All right. Lord Buddy Bear, there you are, right there. Can't really reach it because there's a light. There you go. All right. $10 super chat. Now you're 70 away. Always been busy, working a lot, and always F Tom fumbled Brady. Buddy Bear, F Tom Brady. That dude fumbled the frickin' football. And hey, shout out to you for working your tail off, staying busy, working a lot. There's no harm in that whatsoever, Buddy Bear. We greatly appreciate it. We know you're a Chat Sports legend. We know you support everything we do here, not just on my channel, but on Mitchell Wren's on the Raiders Report. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mitch as well for being a big-time supporter of what I've been doing here at Chat Sports. Buddy Bear, one of the biggest Chat Sports real ones of all time, if not the realest one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of Chat Sports legends. Lord Buddy Bear, a Chat Sports legend. Ethan says 1 to 10 for $10. Ethan, every single time we do this, I get it wrong. So Chip, you're gonna pick one.
So I just pick a number, and if I get
1
it right,
through
he sends
10.
in 10?
If we get it right, he sends in 10. I will tell you this. Last time we did this, he said look down, and it'll be Drew Brees' number. So it was 6. So for me personally, I don't think that it's gonna be 6 again. But
okay.
I am also not opposed to run it with 6 because it feels like that's might be the common theme here. But Chip, this one's all you, brother.
I had a gut instant reaction for some reason. I can't tell you why. But the number that came to my head instantly was number 2. 2. Number 2.
Number 2 for Chris Olave.
Lock it in. Number 2.
Ethan, our number is 2. If we get it right, booyah. If we get
Mikey
it wrong,
said 4.
we'll try again next time.
Mikey said 4. Should I listen to Mikey? I already said 2. We're
locking in 2. We're not wavering. We're locking in 2. Saint says 8. Lil V-Man says 17.
Doesn't quite fit the
really
parameters.
Funny, Lil V-Man. 1 through 10. So we'll just say Lil V-Man saying 7. Just because it might make it easy. Or 1. He gets both. Should have listened to Mikey again. It was
No
4.
way. No way.
See, I'm starting to kind of think Ethan does this, and then it's like, yeah, it's what the first person said in the chat. And you'll never get it right, and I'll never send you a super chat. Ethan, totally okay, totally fine. But
it was 2 in a row.
he's gonna get it. We have never gotten him 2 in a row. Mikey was right last time. Honestly, Mikey, anytime you see Ethan send in that message of 1 to 10, Mikey, you need to get in there. You need to get in there and let us know because we're gonna start rolling with what Mikey says. All right, you got me, brother. Ethan, 0 for too many to count. That's hilarious. Mikey, we're going to be, I'm using your numbers next time, my friend. I'm using your numbers next time. We are at $230, excuse me. Can't read. Bad at numbers. We're 70 away from 300. Can we get there? That would be absolutely electric. It would be a really good showing for the boys. And on top of that, we will go crazy. $100 super chat. Chip and I are doing a beer bong race. Who wants to see that happen? Who wants to see that happen? Who wants to see it go down in H-Town? Well, it's D-Town. We're in Dallas. Ethan, of course, we greatly appreciate the game. It's a lot of fun doing that with you, man. You're a legend, my dude. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right. I'm going to just say one thing here. It doesn't have to be super chats, but we either need $20 or I need 10 likes in the next minute, okay? $20 super chat or 10 likes will keep us live. Deal? There's a free way to keep us live. You just have to like the video. If we get to 128, we will stay live. If we get a $20 super chat, we will stay live. Otherwise, we got to hop on out of here. It's almost 8 p.m. at the office, so you can imagine we're ready to roll here pretty soon. You got 1 minute. We need 8 more likes, we need a $20 super chat. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Lord Buddy Bear says stay live for how long? Till the drinks run out. Till the drinks run out. At least, if we get a 20, we'll at least stick around for another 10 minutes. I can tell you that right now. $20, we'll stay around for another 10 minutes. Keep talking with you guys. Keep hanging out. We're 30 seconds away. You think we signed Chase Young on a multi-year deal after this? Saints 2010. Appreciate the question. I do think that the Saints could explore an extension in the middle of the season if you're getting really good production out of him. I could also see the Saints going the route of extend him in the offseason, maybe give him a new contract at the end of the season. So I do think that this is set up for the Saints to be able to give him a multi-year deal. It's a 1-year, $13 million fully guaranteed contract. So if they want to be like, hey, want to stick around for another year? We'll pay you X amount of it here. We'll pay you something else next year. Blah, 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 blah. Money, money, money. We'll make it work. All right. 30 seconds, 5 likes, or $20 super chat. There we go. 30 seconds, starting now. 5 likes or a $20 super chat in 30 seconds. Otherwise, we're hopping on out of here. There's a freeway and a fee way to keep us live. We're 4 likes away, 15 seconds. 4 likes, 15 seconds. 10 seconds away. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lord Buddy Bear at the buzzer. Every time. Death Taxes and Buddy Bear always coming in clutch. Okay, 10-minute Saints fans. Oh, and this never gets said enough. F Tom Fumble Brady. The Knicks guy compared me to Max Crosby. That was awesome. All right, Lord Buddy Bear. Let me put it this way. I don't think you're Mad Max. I think Mad Max is Lord Buddy Bear. I think Max Crosby is trying to be like Lord Buddy Bear, if you ask me. Give me a player comp for Lord Buddy Bear. I love the Max Crosby one, so it's hard not to take that one.
But
what about like
someone who's coming in the clutch?
What about like a Michael Mayer? Dude's a stud. Dude's a freak.
Man.
What about
what
about Aaron Donald, the legend? Just a freaking legend. Or it could be Eli Manning, the guy who continuously beats Tom Brady in big games. I think Buddy Bear might be Eli Manning because only for the reason that he beats Tom Brady every single time.
When it matters the most.
Absolutely. Queen Courtney, have a wonderful evening, girl. Hope you and your daughter can get that homework done soon so you guys can enjoy your evening and have a wonderful time today. Her spring break is next week. Happy spring break to your daughter. Hope she has safe travels. My little brother's on spring break right now, so, you know, admittedly, a little stressed. I've had some personal things in the past happen around spring breaks, so I'm stressed about my brother driving safely. So, Queen Courtney, I hope that your daughter has safe travels, has a safe and fun spring break, because that's what it's all about, is having a good time, but also being safe with your friends. All right, 10 minutes. Lord Buddy Bear, dude, what's it going to be? I think I'm going Eli Manning because he beats Tom Brady and he hates him.
I like Eli. If I'm going to pick a quarterback, man, got to be someone who's won the big game because you know Lord Buddy Bear is winning the big game.
Oh, he's winning the big game every time.
I don't hate Drew Brees.
I don't either.
I don't hate Drew Brees.
What about a Joe Shiesty? Has no problem beating Patrick Mahomes.
A little Joe Shiesty.
Little Joe Brr has no problem beating Patrick Mahomes.
I like that.
And the Raiders love beating Patrick Mahomes. Might be a good one there. Mikey, what's going on, brother? Trace, when are you going to talk about that draft I sent you? Honestly, fuck it. I'll put it up right now. I'll put it in a video. Mikey, I'm going to do a mock draft on Wednesday, and I was going to show it in there. Fuck it, man. I'll put it up right now. I got nothing else to do. We got ball to talk about, and this is ball right here. All right, so I'm going to go, Mikey. I'm going to put up I'm going to put this one up. Oh, dude, I don't know how you managed to pull this one off, Mikey. I'm going to be honest. Mikey Taylor had an all-time draft. All-time mock draft. Chip, I'm putting it under the thumbnail. I put a full screen and a left. If that didn't work, let me know. I can try to grab a different one.
Gotcha. Just give it a sec.
That link doesn't work. I can give you a good link. I know. I'll get one.
Yeah, I think.
Let me grab a new one.
Work.
Let me grab a new one. All right, Mikey, we're gonna get you up on screen here in just 1 second. Give me one moment, brother.
Lord Buddy Bear. Nothing makes me happier than Taylor Swift's tears. Too bad she signed all the refs and free agents.
That's so good. That's so funny.
Ethan, what's the
Buddy Bear,
biggest
you're
dono y'all have
hilarious,
ever
dude.
received? What's the record on Saints?
What's
For
the biggest
single
super chat?
biggest super chat?
Dude, I think it's John Borelli. I think it's a $500 Venmo from John Borelli.
Oh, yeah, you can't send more than 500
during
on,
the Derek
on
Carr
YouTube.
stream. During the Derek Carr sign, he sent in the $500 Venmo.
That's insane.
And that actually got me a Derek Carr jersey.
That's
was
awesome.
pretty
That's a
sick.
legendary moment.
Yeah. John Borelli bought me a jersey, and so we also got him a Saints jersey, and it was really funny. When they sent it to us, it said Robelli. That was not it. That wasn't even close. Remember when they had Robelli? That was so bad. And so we sent it back, and we're like, give us the right freaking name, please. John Borelli doesn't deserve that kind of disrespect.
Ethan, don't make my wallet hurt. Hey, you don't got to send no big time. But
Ethan,
look,
do not feel like you have to.
Though. We still got our deal open.
Yeah, $100 super chat, Chip and I beer bong race. Do not feel like you have to send in that super chat, though, Ethan. Do not feel like you have to. What's going on, U.S. champ Mikey? We're waiting for our system to load up your mock draft. Just guess and give it over with. 1 second, Mikey. All right, or 1 second, Ethan. All right, let's go here. Yeah, Buddy Bear, fun fact, he has 3 Raiders jerseys on the Raiders report. One's for him. He has 2 for his cat, or 1 for each of his cats, which is freaking electric, to be honest. All right, so in terms of, excuse me, Mikey Taylor's mock draft, the 14 overall, he had Joe Alt, the offensive tackle out of Notre Dame. 45 overall, he had Jatavion Sanders, the tight end out of Texas, has met with the team, didn't have a single drop last year for the Longhorns. Really good player there. Luke McCaffrey at number 150 overall. Cody Schrader, the running back out of Mizzou at 168. Tyke Smith, the safety out of Georgia at 170. Jordan Jefferson, defensive lineman out of LSU at 175. Drake Stoops, a wide receiver out of Oklahoma at 190. Is that Bob Stoops' kid? Is Drake Stoops related to Bob Stoops? And then at 199, Michael Barrett, the linebacker out of Michigan, and at 239, Cameron Wire, an offensive tackle out of Tulane. So this is Mikey Taylor's mock draft. If you guys want to send me your mock drafts and you want me to talk about them on the show or post them on social media, give me a follow at Trace Girouard 48. I'm going to get those links in the comment section real quick.
Trace, you're right. He is. Drake Stoops is the son of
Bob Stoops. There we go. Wow. Love that. My Twitter logged me the fuck out. I hate this shit, man. Twitter sucks now, dude. Like, I just want to go on Twitter and just look at stuff, and I can't anymore because it keeps logging me out. Which is cop shit, to be honest. All right. So that's Mikey Taylor's mock draft. Shout out to you guys. We did pick up 2 more subs, which is really good stuff there. Break and stream. What's going on, brother? Bob Stoops is his dad from Ethan. There you go. Can confirm. Ethan knows ball.
Knows ball.
Sorry I've been gone for so long. I got a new job. U.S. champ, do not apologize for getting a new job. And do not apologize for making your life better, my
Congrats.
friend. Congratulations on the new job. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you are liking it and making some friends, doing some cool work as well. Mikey says, thanks, Trace. I was proud of that one. I'm proud of you too, brother. I'm proud of you as well. All right. We do need to set another super chat shot clock. I hate being the guy that asks, but another 20, we stick around. And if we get a 50, we're cutting it in half. $50 super chat. Chip and I will do a beer bong race. So there you go, $50. And on top of that, you enter the giveaway for our football. So boom, there you have it. 1 minute, $50 super chat. We'll stick. We'll do a beer bong race. $20. We stick around and stay live for another 10 minutes. But we do need to hop out of here soon-ish. Not right now, but soon-ish. It's just the price of doing business, unfortunately. Buddy Bear, we are on minute 7, I would say. We're on minute 7. We're at minute 7, so you have 3 minutes left to get your super chat in. 1 through 500, don't guess 92. Well, Ethan said don't guess 92. Chip. Ethan says don't guess 92. Do we guess 92?
1 through 500 for 500.
But he specifically said don't guess 92. Do we guess it? This one's on you.
Oh, man.
This one's on you. I want nothing to do with this one. If it hits, though, I'm going to be so mad. at you.
That's the thing. It's like if I don't say 92 and it's 92, I don't know how I live with myself.
You know what? I like Buddy Bear here.
91?
91.
Do we ride with Lord Buddy Bear?
Mikey, where you at?
Lil V-Man just throwing out 417.
Yeah, everyone type a number 1 through 500. We're going to pick one of your numbers. Pick a number 1 through 500 in the comment section.
94.
Mikey's saying 94. I like that option. It's Cam Jordan. I like that. Lil V-Man, 417. Not a bad option either. Not a bad. 225 is a area code down in Louisiana. It's Baton Rouge, if I remember that correctly. So that could be another option. 258 from Tyman.
I feel like...
I kind of like 94.
I mean, we did say we had to ride with Mikey Taylor before. And
We did.
Could you imagine if we didn't go with his and then it
he's
was
right
his again?
Yeah.
But then again, what if it's 92 and he says don't guess 92 and we don't and it was 92?
See, I'm a rule follower to a certain extent. That's a total lie, by the way. I'm gonna advocate for.
I like 94.
I like 94.
I like 94. Lock it in.
94. We're locking it in, Ethan. Reed, do you think Young Money is going to wear number 2? No, Chris Olave is going back to his former college number dos. It's going to look sick. Him and Alante Taylor are 1 and 2, which is hilarious because a few drafts ago, Chris Olave was the the round 1 selection alongside Trevor Penning, and Alante Taylor was the second round selection. Final answer from Ethan.
420.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, too.
I think we got to stick to our guts.
I think we stick to our guns here.
Lock
94. Lock it in, Ethan. Lock it in. All right. Lord Buddy Bear, if I was in Colorado, if this was in Colorado, I'd say for sure 420. That's hilarious. 208 from...
Oh, my. We took him at his word, man. You can't be mad at that.
Nope, we didn't.
Can't be mad at that.
Cannot. We went with the common trend. Mikey Taylor wins. So, of course, we rode with Mikey Taylor. Sometimes you miss. Sometimes you lose. It's okay. It's okay. Hold on. I'm going to check Twitter and see if we have a number for him yet. See if the Saints roster has a number for Chase Young yet. So, according to the website, Chase Young, no number listed yet. No number listed yet. I'm interested to see what number he picks. Oh, dude, I like. What's a good edge rusher number in your
I'm not gonna lie. I like number 0 for edge rushers.
Dude, I do too. I really do too. What number should Chase Young wear? Shout it out in the comment section. He hasn't picked a number yet, but what number should he wear? And of course,
0.
Oh, 00 is
I think 0 and an edge rusher would look sick.
Ethan, I agree with you. 0 would be sick. That'd be sick. Reed 99, not a bad one. That's Colin Saunders though, so I don't think he's giving up his number. 99 for a big ass defensive tackle that can do a backflip.
That's pretty sick.
Gotta keep that. Gotta keep that. Would you trade a 2025 third and second? A 2025 second and third, and a 2024 fifth for T. Higgins.
Gonna have to pay him if you do.
That's like what I was thinking about. I'm like, if you didn't have to pay him, yes, I would make that deal.
Yeah, but then you gotta pay him big time money.
You gotta pay him a lot of money. That's where things get tough.
That's pretty solid draft capital, man.
Yeah.
A second and a third next year.
And this year's in a fifth this year. Saints have like 5 fifth-round picks, but I don't know. I don't know if I would just because of the contract. If you didn't have to pay him, I would be all in on it. There you go. Reed, maybe just have a blank jersey. That's hilarious. That's funny. All right, guys. Last shot clock, 60 seconds, because we are past Buddy Bear's 10 minutes of fun. 10 minutes with Buddy Bear. Just a third next year and a 2024 fifth. See, Saints 2010, that's a lot more intriguing. It's just that you have to pay him. Like, you have no choice but to extend him and give him a big contract. So that's where things get a little tough for me. I would be so in on trading for T. Higgins. Let me make that clear. I would love T. Higgins. But it's really, really tough to make that happen. 30 seconds, $20 super chat keeps us live. If not, we'll hop on out of here.
I will say, What about don't sleep on? Oh, I'm blanking on his name, dude. The receiver, the stud. There was a rookie that we were like,
A.T. Perry.
oh my goodness,
A.T. Perry, the Wake Forest legend.
dude. Honestly, I wouldn't sleep on him, man. I wouldn't
Latoria
sleep on him,
Thomas.
man. That's his name.
Yes, I believe.
A new Thomas, a new receiver, Thomas and Nola. A.T. Perry. Man.
Torian Perry is his name.
I would honestly. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is a lot to ask, but if you can coach him up and if he can reach that type of potential, I don't see why A.T. Perry can't beat T. Higgins. I won't see why he can't be. I could see why he wouldn't be able to be as good as T. Higgins, but I think he has a similar skill set.
Yeah, dude, big body. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up T. Higgins, and then I'm gonna pull up A.T. Perry.
Oh!
Boom! Cairo keeping us live, and he is a first-time Super Cheddar. There we go, Cairo. We are $20 away from 300. Can we get to 300? That would be. I'll tell you this: we get to 300, we'll sign off. We'll call it a day, unless, of course, you guys want to keep it moving. But we do owe a Shotsky here in a second. So T. Higgins, in terms of the size, 6'4", 219 pounds. A.T. Perry, 6'5", 205 pounds. T. Higgins, 25 years old. A.T. Perry, 24. I'm also going to say this. A.T. Perry, 4 touchdowns and 20.5 yards per catch. T. Higgins, 656 yards, 5 touchdowns, 15.6 yards per catch. I love A.T. Perry, man. I love him as a player. I love him as a player. He's dirt cheap, such a high upside, can really do a lot of good things for the Saints. I love that player. Cairo, we owe you a Shotsky, my friend.
Shotsky time?
Yes, it's Shotsky time. Chip, get your ass up here.
You don't gotta tell me twice.
Let me text Maddie and see. She's at Pilates right now. I'll see if she's done. 1 year, 13 million. All right. Ethan wants me to tell my girlfriend. I said, hey, I will tell her that you say, hey, Ethan. It's 2 Y's. It's hey. So you're saying hey to my girlfriend, Ethan? Really, dude? Really, dude? Are we gonna have a problem, bro? Are we gonna have some beef, bro? Do we got a problem, squad? Come on. Don't mess with Chip and I. Don't mess with us, bruh. Just kidding, Ethan. We're just having a good time. All right. Dude, it's so funny. When you put I was like, what is it? The producer mic is on that, so I can hear myself like a second later. It's so funny, dude. No, it's so funny. Ethan, I will tell my girlfriend you said, hey. And you know what she's going to be doing later? She's going to be screaming, hey. Dude, honestly, it really is, dude. I told Barefoot she needs to make me another one so that way we can add Saints fans to it and we could sell it and send it off to somebody. I just can't get rid of this one. I can't. In good conscience, I can't. All right. Everybody, shot. Everybody. Like clockwork. Still $50 race? $50 race? Chip wants to smoke my what? Whoa. You want to do what to me? Whoa, Chip! Just kidding. Shot number 87 on the day. How y'all feeling? Dangerous, Ethan. Dangerous. Let me just put it this way. It's a girlfriend. My good thing is picking us up.
That should tell you all you need to know.
It's a good thing my girlfriend's picking us up. All righty. Really fast. Last chance to get to $300. I'll tell you what, man. If we just get to 300, you want to do it?
Oh, yeah.
And we can call it a night?
I love that.
All right. We are $20 away from 300. 2 minutes. 2-minute deal. If we get to $300, $20 super chat in the next 2 minutes, We will do a beer bong race, and then we'll sign up, hop on out of here, go home, and push out another video tomorrow morning for you.
Ethan, 1 through 2 for a Ferrari.
You guess 1, I'm going to guess 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Ethan, I'm also more of a Lamborghini kind of guy, if you ask me, dude, or like a Charger. I love me a good muscle car.
Little Hellcat.
Little
SRT.
Little Shelby Cobra. Jesus, maybe. Make me want to. Never mind.
Give me a little Corvette and I'm solid.
One of my favorite things to say in college, as like a stupid drunk saying, was, "Man, that shit's so good, it'll make you want to kiss your sister."
Oh, I know. That's how I know you went to college in Arkansas.
Yeah, woo pig, baby. Yeah, so here's our shot ski. I'll tell you what. We are going to be giving away one of these later. I just can't give away this one. This one's mine. This one's mine. I made a consolation. You get an MVP football that I do not get. I get a shot ski, but I'll make you a shot ski, and we will get it out to you guys later, and then we can have a good time. 40 seconds remaining to get a $20 super chat for a beer bong race between producer Chip and me, and we can have a good time and hop on out of here, and we'll have a good day, good evening. I'm wondering what Maddie's cooking for dinner. You coming over for dinner or what?
I'm a little bit of a chef myself.
What you whipping up?
I think I'm making some salmon tonight, man. I love salmon. Found a little Gordon Ramsay salmon recipe.
Might be going over to Chip's place. Let me tell you what.
Hold on.
Ethan, Maddie might be yours after tonight. Might be going to Chip's. Just kidding. Shout out to you. Unless.
The little side eye is crazy.
So good. All right. We crossed the 2-minute shot clock. We'll count down to 10 just because we didn't do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are going to hop on out of here. Lord Buddy Bear, meatloaf with a brown sugar Oh, dude, that sounds good. Hot take, I'm a son of a bitch for some good meatloaf,
Oh,
man.
dude, people used to hate on
People
that.
shit on meatloaf. I don't get it.
So good.
It's fucking awesome.
So good.
Sorry for cussing.
Family friendly.
Family friendly. Sorry for cussing. All right, we're getting on out of here. It's time to go home. Guys, we appreciate you for hanging out with us and celebrating Chase Young getting signed to the New Orleans Saints. We're going to bring you guys a video tomorrow. We have a live show Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Central Time. So we will see you then. We're going to do a mock draft on Wednesday as well to address what the Saints need now that they have Chase Young. So, booyah. We are going to hop on out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun. It was a blast. It's been about an hour 40 live, Chip. That flew by. But we're out of here. Y'all stay golden. We'll see you tomorrow with the video.